Welcome to Red and Back TV. I'm your host, Stas, co-host Banana, panel head Azza, and we've got Booker on board today. How you going, Booker?
Good, boys. How are you all going?
Very good.
Very good, man.
Yeah, not bad. That's the way.
Good to have you back.
Yeah,
Always a pleasure. Cameo appearance, as usual.
Cameos. Love a good cameo.
That's all. All right, let's get straight into it then.
Yep.
So, Western Sydney Wanderers, Wellington away, 2-0 win. Boys.
3 points, clean sheet. Sounds good.
Didn't feel like
it didn't look good. It didn't look good.
Let us start off with the positive, though. Let me just start off with the positive. Credit to everyone that went to the game. Like, I know people are going to say, oh, it's only Wollongong, we're an hour and a half and stuff like that. But Friday Arvo, decent traffic and stuff, and the numbers were pretty good. And far out active support was epic. Like,
Yeah, it was really
I know.
good.
Lovely.
Sounded good on TV, man.
We looked
Honestly.
back and the whole, it was just the bay was full. I don't know if it looked full on TV, but fuck, man. It was, and people actually were chanting. Like, there was not many passengers. It was actually credit where due there.
Yeah, I think everyone had
Pretty surprising when we said we're going upstairs and then everyone just fucking how many people followed.
Yeah. And a lot of locals, remember? They go, I'll see you boys in January or whatever.
Yeah.
So it was good to see.
Then.
It was a good bunch of locals down there, and it just, once again just shows that there needs to be a fucking team down in Wollongong one day.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Let's play more games down there. I like it.
Yeah.
And you know when they play those one-off games in different areas?
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
take our games there.
Regional town, whatever.
Let's do it.
No, why not? No, it sounded brilliant on TV as well, man. So fair play to all the people that travelled down to the game. It was a good effort. Let's go into the game now, man. All right, let's start dissecting this game. We'll start off with the first half.
It was bad to watch, bro. Sometimes, bro.
It was.
On both parties, bro. Not just us.
No, Wellington did all right. Look, Wellington were on the front foot at least.
Yep.
They were trying to go forward. They were playing forward passes. Our defense pretty much held them out at the moment. But everything else, we just didn't look like any idea on what we're doing. As we were saying, what's the plan?
What is the plan? Yeah.
What is the plan?
But there was heaps of times, man, that Wellington had the whole team behind the ball, man. So not much we could do, man. I know we always carry on about we need to be doing something, but when you got fucking 10 players behind the ball,
hard.
shutting down, sitting back, bro, it's pretty hard to do anything, man. That's what I'm saying. It was fucking.
It was, for me, it was frustrating.
Nothing special.
For me, that first half was like, I got to the point where if we were going to go down, like 1-0, I was going to go down and tell the players off, to be honest, because it was that point. Like, and you could hear as halftime was approaching, a lot of people were frustrated in the crowd. You could just hear it, and people yelling things and stuff like that. And you can understand why. Like, fuck, like we deserved a better first half than that rubbish. We had nothing.
We should be doing more with the players that we have.
That's right.
That's what we're trying to get across.
And it comes. This is the question: then is it the players or is it the instructions?
I don't think there's any instructions to begin with tactically. Because for me...
there has to be, because we've got players there that can unpick defences.
Yeah, but
without a
there might be instructions, but obviously the players are struggling to implement whatever they are, okay? Because we're just flat, man. There's no off-the-ball movement, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to start singling out some players now, obviously, who I thought were terrible in the midfield. For me, Antonis was terrible yesterday, man. Like, his work rate was good. I didn't mind his work rate, but... there was passes he was playing to nowhere, man. Yeah. He was playing that long ball that, all right, fair enough. I'm not a fan of long balls yet, okay? But he was playing those balls in, and they weren't even getting to the player. Yeah. Nowhere near. They were fucking awful balls, man. So I don't know what's going on with Antonis.
Once again, those long balls were very, very repetitive, and that to me just seems like the tactic. Soak pressure, draw him out. Oh, let's go for a ball in a corner or a pocket and hope for a bit of a knockdown or whatever. The problem was... half of those balls went to Ogawa, who is 5'0".
Exactly. Yeah.
What's he going to win?
Yeah.
When you got Tomo Hemed playing 1 minute, he's playing right wing, then he was playing left wing, then he was dropping false nine, then he was playing
right back.
Then he was freaking. It was all over the shop.
I don't understand that. On what Stas was saying, like when we get the ball, we don't know what we're doing.
Yeah.
It got to one point. I'm pretty sure I saw Reece Williams, man, make a run with the ball and stop halfway because he didn't know who to pass to because our players were hiding.
But that happens
our
with
players
everyone.
were hiding.
That happens with everyone. Look how many times Rodwell got the ball
Yeah.
in good positions where he's waiting for that link up and that option, and it's just not there.
There is none.
You know what I mean? There's no options, man. And fair play to Jagarkovic. I think he had a good game, man. All right? He hustled hard in the midfield. He made a few mistakes here and there, whatever, but I think he had a solid game. But I just feel like with the 4-3-3 formation, bro, structurally, you need to be working that triangle in the center of the park. And I feel like we don't work that triangle, man. Whether you play 2 6s and a 10, or if you play a 6, 8, 10, you know, it's meant to shift around that triangle. I don't see that happening in the center of the park. We just look lost.
You're saying 4-3-3. I still feel like we're playing what we're playing last year.
Nah.
4-3.
Nah,
but I thought
not.
when you say 4-3-3, our wingers always meant to be out on the wing. Our ones aren't on the wings, bro.
Well,
No, they do tuck in.
Because we're playing inverted. So what tends to be happening is we're playing the flat 4, but then if we're going onto the left side of the park, you'll see Traore is really, really high up, and then Aquilina will come in, and then we're playing a back 3, and then vice versa, going the other way around.
I got no problem with that.
Right, I've got no problem with that. The problem with that is it comes back to what you were saying, is that then that midfield 3, there's no link up there. They're all kind of bunched up, as you would have saw. Go back and watch the video and see how many little short passes were 2 meter passes between Ugarkovic and Tonis Rodwell. They were all 2-3 meters within each other. So to me, that shows, all right, he's all fucking bunched up together. So where's the outlet then after that?
Yeah,
it's all good. All right, great. Yep. Pass. But where's the movement then?
Like I've obviously defended Robertson a fair bit, yeah. And last podcast, I think you asked us, I think how we ended it, like what are the changes you would do? And we said we'll bring in Ogawa, bring in Rodwell, and bring in Ziggy. Well, we got 2 out of 3, and yet it showed nothing. So I think that proves that there is no system. There is no system. If new players are coming in and they're doing the same thing that the players did before them, what does that show? It's not up to the individual players because all players are doing it.
It shows that's what they're doing in training.
Yeah.
Which then comes down to the coaching.
Exactly.
If his mantra or thesis or whatever the hell you want to call it is, let's just soak pressure, and just wait for
counter or whatever.
A counter or a mistake or a gap.
Yeah,
right? but unlike Wellington at least had to go. Their balls were always forward.
Yeah, 100%.
Forward to ball.
Bro, their link-up play's brilliant, bro. They were playing
100%.
some great football. I don't know what you guys are on about. I feel like Wellington played well in the first half.
No, they did.
They did, honestly.
So they might get all behind the ball, but when they move in transition, they moved fast.
Yep.
And effective and forward. There was no waste of 5 passes side to side.
Yeah, their balls are always their first touch. As soon as they win the ball,
Bang,
is to go forward.
100%.
Our one is go 2 meters forward and then go back.
That's right.
What is that, bro?
That's frustrating.
And another thing, bro, we're saying, happens at striker, yeah? He's meant to be our target man, our striker. Why is he, you said before, why is he going from striker to left wing to right wing and almost a fucking right wing back, bro?
Yeah,
at times, bro.
He was.
You're going to wear him out.
Look, he plays the false 9 at times, which is fine.
Yeah, but
I've got no problem with that. But that means in that scenario, you need to have the overlap.
That's right.
Someone else needs to be going and making that movement. You know what I mean?
That's right.
And that's obviously not happening.
When he did drop deep to receive the ball, those were the ones where it was dropping deep back to someone like an Antonis and then goes back to that long direct ball to a Beanie.
Yeah.
And I think he maybe won.
Maybe one.
I don't think we have an issue with him playing his position. What Bernardo's saying is, why the hell is he playing right back? Sometimes tracking back, and you can look at two ways.
But I think that's it comes down to him as a player, where he's frustrated and he's not getting the ball.
Yeah, that's it.
And he's just he's tracking back just to get the ball.
That's what I mean.
Is a bad thing. No, it's a bad thing. But as a player, it's good because he's got the hunger. Fair enough. But tactically, that is terrible, man. Your strikers having to drop that far back
because he looked out of his feet. He looked cooked.
Oh yeah,
towards the
He's
end.
buggered, bro.
Yeah.
Again, he scored.
Yeah, he did score, albeit
Again,
controversial.
I know. Did you see
All right,
that,
let's go into that.
Go into the goal.
All right, we'll go into the goal. In my eyes, obviously,
Bit of confusion was.
look, obviously the referee didn't give the goal off the bat. I'm not sure what's going on there. Is there no VAR anymore?
No, there was VAR.
There is VAR.
That went to VAR.
Did it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But I think, and I can't, because it wasn't showed on the telecast, I don't know if they went all the way back to the initial cross or they just focused on.
Because they don't really show much on Paramount in regards to that. Like they don't even say VAR or you know what I mean. How Fox used to.
Going on social media, like even last night when I got home, there was he clearly pushed his defender into the back.
Oh, that's a foul.
And whether that affected the goalkeeper catching the ball or not, regardless, it was
It's a foul.
It's a bad foul.
100%.
We'd be up in arms if that was us.
Yeah. 100%.
It'd be ropeable.
Right.
Look, the ball definitely went over the line. There's a lot of people saying, the ball didn't go over the line. Yes, fair call. Ball went over the line, but that is an outright foul.
100%.
And that shouldn't have been a goal.
And another thing, while we're talking about that, you're talking about fouls. My God, the referee, bro. He's the worst. I've never seen a referee blow the whistle so many times for little things. Like little, you touch him, the guy falls over.
And that's another thing. I don't know.
The game down.
I don't know about your opinion, but does it feel like our team is literally playing for set plays? So many times I saw we were in transition and we get to that third quarter attacking sort
Go
of
for
zone,
the corner.
and we'll go to the corner, or we're holding the ball up looking for a foul to milk a foul for a set play.
What's the
Also,
point
Wellington
when we don't cross it in and don't use our?
What's the point, man? I saw we had a free kick one stage where we tried to implement something we did at training.
I didn't mind that.
And then we completely... It was good, but we completely fucked it.
Okay, you fucked it, but I didn't actually mind them. I didn't mind them jarring some different...
Whose pass was it? Was it Antonis's or Ugabi's?
It was an Antonis one, I'm pretty sure. But I didn't mind that. At least it wasn't just hoofing it in.
Yeah.
But it just seems like that seems to be the play. Kind of get to the forward, the front third, try and win a free kick. Unlike, like I said, Wellington, they were putting balls in behind the defenders, using their strikers, using Piscopo, using their players'
He's a top
strengths.
player, bro.
Great player, right? We've got those players. But for whatever freaking reasons, they've got. It feels like they've got the shackles put on them.
Yeah.
Not to.
That's what you're saying. mate.
I yelled at half time when Robbo was coming back our way. Fucking let him play, man.
Let him play.
Please, brother.
Bro, how excited were we all when we saw the players we signed this year? Petrados,
Yeah.
Nazarene. These guys are creative
Yeah.
fucking players.
Yeah. I don't
And
know.
yet I feel like they've got the leash on them not to do it. Even with Petrados when he came on, there were so many times where he's running, and he's one-on-one with the defender. And
He
then
turns
It
around.
doesn't take him on.
something clicks where he's like, oh, shit, I
But
can
he
stop.
did look a lot better last night, Petrados.
He did.
Yeah.
Because obviously he
Looks
put him
sharper.
on the wing, you know what I mean? And the way he was cutting in at times and trying to take players on,
Yeah.
which was good. I haven't seen enough of that from him in like round 1 and 2. So I feel like Petrados, as the season goes on, I feel like he'll start getting his mojo back, you know what I mean? A player that I really want to call out, and I thought was probably our worst player on the pitch. Malta might get upset, but anyway,
Nah, everyone agrees with this.
Aquilina. That was...
Aquilina.
Yeah, that's
Mate, that is the worst performance
2
I've
games
seen
in
him
a row.
play in a Wanderers jersey, man. Honest.
That's 2 in a row.
Oi, not only that, he was playing bad from I think 10 minutes in. We could all see that it wasn't going for him. He got a yellow early on too. Almost he was very lucky in the first half to
Get a
get away
second
with
one.
another one,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. I said that to you.
But
man.
that
I'm like,
time
fuck,
he
that's
should have.
second.
Honestly, I would have yanked him off, man. Straight up, bro. He shouldn't have been on the pitch, man.
No-brainer.
Because
Because that's what he did with him against Newcastle.
Right, because then they were targeting him.
Yeah.
Because worst case scenario, all right, he clips another foul and he's off.
yeah.
And we've got 2 very, very good right backs sitting on the bench.
Yeah.
With Ziggy
100%.
and
And
Russell.
Russell,
So,
yeah.
Yeah.
all right,
Man,
this
but
is-
how about his passes, man?
Yeah.
His
Couldn't get a pass.
passes.
They were so off.
There was
bro.
at least
something
6 of them that just went to nowhere.
And in good, some
Like
good attacking.
the idea was there in his head, but he just couldn't implement it. Like it was just poor. It was fucking.
In saying that, Stoss, would you take a player that's played shit and sets up an assist?
What's
That's
that?
what he did. Would you take a player who's played shit all game and sets up?
Yes,
Was
yes,
it? Was it?
100%.
did that.
Was
Yes.
it? Hey, was it an assist or was it a pull touch?
I don't know. I read. Yeah, I don't know. I read someone
Yeah,
like
go
Go
that as
down
an
and
assist,
assist,
whatever.
but it was an open goal. So we're not, you can't really count it. I don't know. I feel like he maybe needs just a bit of a stint on the bench.
Yeah, I agree.
100% he does.
Just
I agree.
see what happens. You know, there's that's the whole point of a squad.
2
We've got
games.
competition
Yeah.
for spots, and if you keep just playing the same players every week,
Yeah.
like, there
What's
needs
the
to
point?
be
So,
a
all right, let me ask
bit
this
of-
question
there
now
needs to be a bit of
quickly.
repercussions for off
Yeah.
performance.
Who are we bringing on out of Gordon and Russell now to take his position? Let's say he does. Like, surely he's going to bench him
I
after
want to
that
see.
performance.
I actually want to see Ziggy at the
Yeah.
right back. I want to see him have another dig there.
Yep.
Yeah, he's got that mongrel.
Gotta give him a go, bro. He has to give him a go.
He's a
There's
foreign,
gotta be something
He's a
going
foreign
on.
player, so he should be. There's
gotta be something.
I'm really confused because I thought he was our standout player last season.
So do I, at centre-back.
I don't know what's happened in the preseason. Maybe he's coming off a niggle, maybe an injury or something. I don't know.
Or maybe he told Robson attack more.
And this is what you get. Honestly, I would like to see Ziggy, but I think we're going to see Russell in this FFA Cup.
I got no
I
problem.
wouldn't mind that at all.
I think you'll
They're
see
good
both.
options.
I think you'll see both. I think you'll see Russell at right back, Ziggy in the centre back.
just hope
There'll be some big changes on Tuesday.
Oh, so you reckon they might bring Ziggy in centre back?
Yeah.
How are you changing that centre back pair right now?
I wouldn't touch
I know,
that.
but it's a short turnaround.
You've got to give.
Oh, look,
Tuesday game.
maybe because it's FFA Cup, maybe
FFA
give
Cup. It's
Williams
FFA
a rest.
Cup,
Give
it's a
Williams
short
a rest.
turnaround. I wouldn't be surprised if you do give Williams a rest.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nada.
Another play.
Nada, no way. What do you mean
Another
nada?
play. Tass.
Yep.
Oi,
Next to
Can I say
Gordon.
something, bud?
How
could you
How
fucking
could he play in the
tassel?
middle?
Yeah.
Right.
CDM, bro.
Fucking
Fuck
hell.
me dead. Well
Is that his
done.
normal position or something? Because he
killed it.
plays well,
he's
bro.
good on-
though.
He's good on the ball, bro.
I
telling you now.
read an interview with him in the youth league. He was a CDM. Then he got shifted to centre back when he made the senior team.
Yep.
So he can, and we always said it. He's a ball playing
Yep.
defender.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
him going to that,
He's like a Spranovic in a sense.
him going to that number 6 role seems a bit natural to him.
Yeah.
Albeit, like, look, he came on when we were already 1-0 up.
But it doesn't matter because there was he made
He
movement.
moved.
man. He
Yeah.
moved around the
But
park.
even his passing was like fucking crisp. Like, fuck me. I was very impressed.
It wasn't stiff like they normally are in the middle. You know, he passed, boom, he moves around again, boom, switch it.
I'd be all for a few changes.
Yep.
I understand don't change your centre back pairing, but I think Williams does need a rest.
Yeah. He played well.
Fuck, again, outstanding, bro. The guy's a machine.
Yeah, he's
straight
played
up.
well.
Look, let's talk about the centre back pairing at the moment, okay? Because obviously it's William and Contrubus. For me, right now, they've been the standout of the team right now. That partnership, and more so Contrubus. All right, let's talk about the goal. Like, that was brilliant, man. Like,
You got to beat it a scorer, brother.
Yeah, 100%. He did all he had to do. That was a fucking big run from the other side of the pitch, you know, to do what he had to do.
Yeah, good on
Although
him.
he nearly went to pass.
He was in front of him.
Yeah.
He got confused. He had his arms up. He's like, what do I do? Anyone want it? Fuck it, I'm gone. He picked up some steam when he got towards the end, bro. Whoa.
No, but fair play to him because
congrats to him, man.
in my eyes, I never had him as the starting centre back with Williams, man.
Not at all. No one did.
No,
I saw him as the utility guy, the Mr. Fix-It.
Yeah.
Okay, you can play right back, you can play centre back, you can play midfield.
Yeah, the
I
back.
was actually happy when we signed him, bro. I think it was a good signing.
As
Top
depth, I
signing.
didn't
Well,
think
it's paying
top.
off now.
Yeah, so now,
Honestly.
congratulations to him.
Keep it up. He's
The big thing for him there is he's learning with Williams now.
Yeah.
Bro. You have to teach him, you know.
Yeah.
no 100%. Like even Williams, he had a cracking game, I reckon.
Yeah,
There was some big
absolutely.
tackles that he put in that game as well. Like considering like the Newcastle game, I feel like, you know, I think he dropped his game a bit, you know, giving away the penalty. He wasn't probably as sharp as he was in the derby, but last night, man, he stepped it up again as a true
Our
captain.
defence has been very impressive. Yeah, look, we're giving away a lot of ball. We're giving away a lot of, I wouldn't really call them chances. I feel like we let most of Wellington chances came outside the box,
Yep.
which is what you want to see.
Yeah.
I think they had maybe one or two inside the box, decent shots.
They disallowed goal.
Disallowed goal. Keeper put off one or two good saves as well.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on Mikas?
I like him,
He's
bro.
looking all right.
It's commanding.
He looks a bit sketchy at times, but other than that, bro, like you can see he's got that pedigree and that experience,
Can't
man.
criticise him.
And like I said, he's commanding of his box.
say nothing, bro.
When a cross comes in,
Cliche.
I'm not scared.
Like we were
he's a
last
tall
season.
boy.
Yeah.
As much as we love you, Magush, like last season, that was his biggest flaw.
Yeah.
No, it was. Magush's biggest flaw was
Jump.
set pieces, man.
He's a little small.
He's small.
Yeah,
he
he's
couldn't
strength.
get up there.
So it'd be interesting to see what they do with the RPA game if he rings the changes and gives people
wouldn't
even
mind
like
seeing
Magush, you know, give him the cup game, or you know, do we treat this as
Serious.
serious?
Of course, it's serious.
We should
Every
be
game's serious,
serious.
bro. There's a cup on the line, brother. It should be
100%.
serious.
Like we should.
But
be making a play at this.
why are you saying that now? Because I see you said we should keep this serious as well.
Yeah.
Why are you saying that? Is there something going on in your head
Yeah,
right now
we're
thinking?
not going to win the league.
Okay, that's what I want to know.
Not if we
Because I
keep
could
playing
just
like
see it
this,
in your
bro.
eyes there,
It's true.
Booker.
Sorry, not if we keep playing like this.
Yeah.
This is the
So you're
exact.
keeping the options open. At least maybe we can win a FFA Cup.
This is the
Why not?
exact-
Win
bro,
it,
this is
bro.
the exact start
take a
of
trophy.
last year. Okay, yeah, we short up the defense, but then teams figured us out.
Yeah.
Yep.
We still don't have a fucking plan B. If we're not going to start, like I said, unleashing these players that have great attacking potential, when we're not going to score goals, man. And it's all good. You can try and defend as much as you want, but if we can't score, fuck, we haven't scored a proper goal yet.
I'm going to say...
No, we haven't. No.
I'm going to say, like, you guys are going to lose this. You're going to lose it at it. But seriously, I'm not taking the piss here. You know which players copped a lot of shit, and he didn't have his great game. To be honest, he actually played pretty shit, but I could see that he was actually trying. He actually tried. Ebini. Honestly. No,
So I
legit.
hadn't got to that yet, but now
Legit.
you've gone there.
If you watch the games, like I could see he actually
tried, he
threw
tried.
himself in tackles. He actually put the effort in. Like, oh no, the banner's gone.
That's all right. No, keep going.
But like, I don't know. I got the sense it's like it's like if you play an under 9 kids in a under 12 team, he's going to try his hard off. He's just not going to have that quality. I think that's what Beanie was. Like he actually threw himself around. He did some dodgy tackle that was epic to see. On the wing, he like lost the ball, but he actually went at it.
So are you actually giving props to Benny in this
I'm
game?
giving props for trying. His quality's not there, but I actually saw him trying this game.
This annoys me about Abini. I talked about it with the boys last night. Brother, this guy, he's a big boy, bro. He's got muscle on him, bro. This guy, he should be. When he puts his foot on that ball, when the players come to get it off him, these players should be bouncing off him, brother.
Yeah.
He's a beast.
Strength.
He's a beast, bro. How old is he? What did you say last night?
29.
29? He should be... That you got some guys are saying he's a little bit unfit. How can he be unfit? Guys, he's a machine. He's built like a fucking brick, man. He should be fucking running like an animal, bro.
Yeah.
Non-stop, bro. He should be. As soon as he gets the ball in, he should be scaring his legs when he gets it.
And I agree with you 100%. All I have images of is that goal he scored for against us. Fucking gallop, flying. That's the Bernie we want. Because that's his strength, speed, directness. But like I said, and I don't know if it's a fucking instruction because every time he gets the ball, he's holding it up.
Yeah.
He's holding it up. You're playing wing. If you're on the wing, your job is not to hold the ball
You're
up.
meant to be beating players, man.
Your job is to beat one and
find the
fucking
space.
go.
Yeah.
Maybe his
So-
body just can't do it anymore.
But then why play him wing?
Hell, you're 29 years old,
man.
man. You're
I don't know.
29.
Why play him wing? Play two up front then.
Yeah, I agree.
Play two up front.
Well, but
Don't put him on the wing if his role or his instruction is your job is not to fucking outpace people.
but they're switching around every 10 minutes or 5 minutes. Like he was on the right, then in the middle, and then he was left.
Look, I don't mind that at the top.
I don't
to an
like it.
extent.
I don't like it.
Nah, because it confuses their backline, bro.
Nah,
Because
stupid.
no, what do you mean? If they've got a scenario where
Stupid, bro.
their
know
backline
where
is
to follow.
targeting the striker to mark, and then the striker's gone to the wing, bro, you could
Yeah, they
throw
do
them
that.
off big time.
They do that normally.
But you can't do it all the time.
They've done it all game. They were doing it.
Yeah.
All
Nah,
game.
it
They were
wasn't
doing
all
it.
game.
It was all game. It was
bro.
all game,
bro.
You had Agawa at the point at one point, then you had Hemet at the point, then you had Abini at the point. Then at one point, all three of them were on one side of the pitch.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
When the ball
Yeah.
was on the right side of the field. So I'm like, how are you supposed to get it to your front three if they're in the freaking left side? So it still feels like they're a bit. I can't even say it's lost because they've got to be doing what the coach says.
Yeah.
It has to be. It's got to be. Otherwise, Robertson would be losing his shit.
I'd
by
love
the
to hear
sideline.
what goes on at halftime. Like, what does he say to them? Like,
It really does feel like the tactic is let's get to halftime with a clean sheet and then let's go out
Yeah.
second half.
Yeah.
It seriously seems like that because our last two second halves
Yeah.
have been better.
Yeah, we're very
More
slow
attacking,
start.
more attacking.
More attacking.
Yeah.
So
Which
let the fucking shackles off, man. We should
let them play, man.
let
That's
them
what,
play.
that's what I was yelling. Let them play. And he heard me.
yeah, because he looked.
He looked up at us.
I think it's wishful thinking, man. Because I think, like I said, and we all said it, like I think 2 podcasts ago, that we're going to see a lot of 1-0, 2-0 games for us.
I don't mind that.
I don't really care as long as we get the points.
Well, that's what we did.
Same
so
like
far.
last night.
in a
I
sense,
don't mind that, but all these 2-0, like even last night, we weren't the better team. The 2-2 draw against Newcastle, we weren't that fucking flash at all. The derby weren't that flash. I don't mind winning 1-0, 2-0 if you're in control.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not in control.
Yeah,
We're not.
And we've got the midfield and the players to
we
actually
should be.
have that control.
What is going to
We
happen?
were
Well, international,
lucky.
you
We
got-
were lucky last night, man. Let's be honest.
What's
Okay?
gonna happen when we come up against Melbourne City and
That's
Melbourne
right.
Victory? These teams who love to attack.
That's
bro.
right. And that's another point. You can say, oh, it's a new team gelling. So is Victory. So what's the other mob that I'm
MacArthur.
Macarthur's basically a brand
They're
new
up
team.
there. Yeah.
Wellington's a brand new team as well.
They've lost a heap of legs.
Newcastle, out of all of them, that's a whole new team with
Yeah.
a new coach and everything. And yet they're all gelling. So the whole thing we need the gel. That's
We've been doing
complete
this jelly
bullshit.
thing for
No, you
about
can't use that line.
6-7
That's
years.
bullshit.
Jelly.
It's been the longest off season ever. He's had his squad ready for months.
Yep.
None of these guys have come in the last second. So
I just think tactically, boys,
Yeah.
there's an issue there, man. I feel like Robinson. I don't know.
Yeah.
Man. We
It's
just
like
look lost, man.
He's
I'm telling you
scared
now.
to attack, bro. He's scared.
It's not so much about just attacking, bro.
No.
It's like just even when we're holding the ball in midfield, we look lost.
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, but that's what I said before. They get the ball, and then our players they hide and they leave him stranded with the ball.
Yeah, that's what I mean. There's not enough off the ball movement, man. Like you gotta, like the midfield, even the wingers have got to be making those runs into the pockets, man, to create passing opportunities
Yeah.
and like going into those channels. If you're not going into those channels and making those runs, we look flat, and that's why we get the ball, we look and we go side to side or we go back because there's nothing on.
and we had a really good vantage point last night. We could see
Yeah, it was
high up.
nice.
Well,
That's
that's the
nice.
first time I could actually see.
Yeah.
I'm like, no one is actually moving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is no idea.
There was,
saying
there was a few times that Rod Bill, he got the ball in the middle, went past one, went past two, and he didn't know where to pass the ball
right.
anymore, man.
Yeah.
I'm happy he got the minutes, but he put some big minutes.
Same with Agawa. He got minutes.
Agawa as well.
No.
Although I don't know.
didn't play well,
Agawa
but he
looked
got
all right. He looked all right. I think he has to get his bearings.
You know, it was
Happy?
ball for me, another one, and Turnus, bro.
No, he was.
He was poor last night, man, straight out.
He was.
Towards
I feel like he's being-
towards the back end, he was a bit better, and I think because, like you said, the reins were released a little bit because then he had 2 shots on target.
Yep.
So he was around that 18-yard box where he's meant to be.
Yep.
So
First half, he was on remote, you know.
Yeah, but there was that scenario in the second half, even when he had the ball just outside the box, and it was an opportunity to pull the trigger, and he's taken a couple of touches, and then he's passed it.
Lost, yeah.
I'm like, man, have a little bit more confidence.
He's a good player,
Because
bro.
Antonis can hit the ball, bro.
100%.
Like, fuck, you know.
Yeah. In saying that, you know what? A win's a win. That's
Yeah,
the most
no,
important thing. It
Look,
was a
3
big
points,
win.
that's it.
We
It's
needed
very
it.
important because
we needed
going into this game, I was a little bit worried because if we had lost this game, would have been big problems.
Yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah.
Like sitting on 2 points after 3 games, that's terrible.
Yeah.
So at least now, we're sitting on 5 points. Obviously, going into the Macarthur game, which is next week. Let's not go straight into that now. Let's touch on the FFA Cup game quickly, okay? what are your thoughts, boys, in regards to the starting lineup for that game? Okay, do you think he's going to give a few players a rest? And if who do you believe that he might give a rest in that game?
Actually, I reckon he'll give Hammett a rest.
I think it'll be Hammett and Williams.
Or Badada guy.
Yeah, I think that would. I think you won't be a full rest. It might be.
I reckon 8 changes.
I think
I'm going to get 8 changes.
Yeah, I think those.
8?
I reckon 8.
You reckon 8?
Good 8
I reckon
changes.
8.
I think those that started like this week. So I think like someone like a Rod will be on the bench.
Yeah,
Maybe play the last 20.
Yep.
I don't
Same
reckon
with
he'll be
Gawa.
in the squad. Let him rest.
Let him rest, maybe. But no, he still needs the minutes. So you give him that back end 20.
Yeah. To be honest, I wouldn't mind seeing a whole different 11 starting. No, honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing a whole different 11 start.
This is
No, you can't have a whole different 11.
Oh, well,
this is a good opportunity for Majorine to shine for us a little bit.
Najjarine-
He shined a little bit last night for us.
I think Najjarine will come in and start again. Maybe if Hammett gets rested, maybe Abini plays the striker role.
I can see that.
Najjarine and Petrados on the wings. Unless Agawa starts again and gets some more minutes.
I feel like he needs to give Petrados a start and give him more minutes in a game like this.
Yep,
just to get his fitness
I
up.
reckon he will give him a start. This game.
Traore might get a rest.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Don't know.
Oh, we didn't touch much on him.
He's been
in the
great.
game. He's been brilliant. I reckon he's been our best signing this season so far.
He's
honestly.
an outstanding player, bro. As soon as we announced that we got him, beautiful,
Yeah.
bro.
He really knows how to read the game, man, and just he's brilliant in attack and defense.
Yeah.
Like he's just such a versatile player.
Yeah, he didn't get beaten much, and then when he went forward, he beat his man, put in a couple decent crosses. So that's what, and that's
He
what he can
understands
ask
the league.
for.
He understands the league.
I'm still baffled how Victory just let him go.
Yeah, badly.
Still
It's all
baffled
right.
about that.
Thanks for that.
Finally,
All right, well then, obviously, forget the FFA Cup game now. Let's talk about Macarthur, which is a massive game. Okay, at home. What are our thoughts, boys? Oh, it is at home, isn't it?
yeah, Saturday
yeah.
night,
Saturday
prime
night.
time. Get your asses down there.
Yep.
What do we expect, bro?
down
What are we looking at lineup wise? Well, actually, I didn't say. What are our predictions for the FFA Cup?
3-1.
3-1.
Wanderers.
I'm going to say loss again because I said loss last time we won, so loss.
Fucking hell.
Mark, you can't do that. Big
Reverse
fucking.
psychology, bro. 2-0 loss.
They'll
me later
be
when
up
we win.
for it. I'm just surprised
I
how
think
fast the turnaround is into the FA
It's
Cup.
very, very
bullshit,
fast turnaround. They got taken all the way 120 minutes against
Yeah.
Kuma.
Against Camden Tigers.
Kuma.
Kuma Tigers?
Kuma.
I thought it was
So
Camden.
they went all the way
Tigers.
down to Kuma.
I'm going to go 3-0 in. Wanderers.
3-0 win.
Yep. Well,
I'll go for a 3-0 clean sheet. Again.
I hope so.
You know what? I just want to see a commanding performance.
Yeah.
Reversing an NPL team, I don't care if we win 2-0. Much like the Broadmeadow game. Like, it wasn't a high scoring game. Like, we scored
yeah, but
three.
we got it done.
But
We're in control of the
second
game.
half.
We're
control.
in total control.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see. I want to see
Yeah.
us in total control against a position.
Don't forget, these guys will be up for it.
Oh, first
100% they'll be up to
Yeah.
it. This is to make
Here
the
you
last
go.
8. So, yeah, that's what I want to see. I want to see a controlled, dominating performance.
Yep.
Whether it's 2-0, 5-0.
Absolutely.
Hopefully we get a few in, boost up some confidence.
All right, so let's maybe get our predictions then for the Macarthur game as well, or you just want to dabble into starting
Go into
lineups?
it. Who's in the lineup?
For the Macarthur game,
I reckon.
I reckon it'll be the lineup you saw last night.
I don't know. I reckon.
To a T? Do you think so?
Yeah,
No.
Do you think Aquilani's going to get that starting right back?
Yeah, probably.
Honestly,
Yeah, I think so.
like that's 2 games in my eyes where he's
Yeah, I know.
flopped.
Yeah.
I reckon
I think it's time for a
Yogawa will
change.
be out. Petratus will be back in.
Yeah.
I can see that happening.
Look, it really depends on how people pull up after the
FFA Cup game, yeah.
game. But if I was a betting man, I reckon
Same.
it'd be the same lineup.
Same except for Aquilina. That's what I'll
Yeah.
go for.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I reckon Aquilina out. Ogawa, or is that his name?
Ogawa.
Ogawa.
No, I agree with you. I think
out.
Agal will go out and then Petratus will come on the flank.
Agawa's got a.
But personally, what I would prefer to see, I'd prefer to see Abini out, Agawa on the left flank, and Petratus on the right flank.
I like Petratus on the left cutting in when he's right.
Yeah.
That's where he's always causes.
Or vice
damage.
versa. Or vice versa. That's what I'm saying. That, for the
I'd like to
wingers,
see that as well.
that's what I'd like to see. Rodwell sitting as because obviously Rodwell played the 10 last night. He was playing more of a 10 role, man.
Was he?
Yeah, he was.
Sorry, you couldn't tell they were all next to each
Oh,
other.
that's the thing. Yeah, but from what I saw, he was playing a little
I
bit
thought
further
Antonis
up.
was supposed to be the 10 last
Yeah,
night.
well, it didn't really look like that. But for me, Jagarkovic starts again,
Yep.
obviously. And I'm assuming he's going to persist with Antonis because he's trying to get the
Yeah.
best out of him.
Yep.
Antonis will come good. I've got confidence
100%
in him.
he will.
He'll come good.
Yeah.
And then the back line, obviously, there will be just a tweak with the right back. I think you can't change anything else
Rodwell
in the back
starts?
line.
I think
100% Rodwell has to start.
yeah, 100%.
FFA Cup. Oh no,
No, we're talking about Macarthur.
Sorry,
FFA Cup.
my balls dropped.
Yeah, buckling.
Hit my knees.
Buckling once again.
Back at it.
All right, let's go predictions then. Macarthur game, Booker.
1-1.
Loss. 2-0 loss. I don't keep saying until we lose.
I don't know. Tough game. I reckon another draw, man.
Yep.
Yeah, I can see that.
Draw.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
go 1-1, 2-2 again probably.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 2-1 win, Wanderers.
2-1 win.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for the win. I just feel like I don't know. As much as there's no plan there, I just feel like the boys might just lift because it seems like they're trying.
I haven't watched.
They are
enough of
trying.
Macarthur
They're
yet, so-
trying. The boys are trying their best, whatever the scenario. You know, we got the 3 points last night. Whatever, I couldn't give a fuck. We played like shit.
Let's,
Alright,
snowball.
like-
Let's keep going.
Let's just keep the ball rolling. Whatever. If we're getting the points, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
Straight
yeah.
out. You know what I mean? As much as it pains me to watch terrible football and football with no like direction whatsoever, whatever.
No football.
But if we're getting the 3 points, it is what it fucking is. You know what I mean?
But
So-
yeah, I think a lot depends on the FFA Cup. If we lose that, the boys are just gonna be down. They're gonna be down.
All depends what squad they got out again, like we said.
It's a cup game.
I still reckon big changes.
For Macarthur.
No, for the
FFA.
FFA Cup.
Yeah, I think there'll be a good half a dozen, I reckon.
Then come back round 4.
Yeah.
Back to normal.
Yep. Get the win and move on.
All right. Well, let's call it a wrap then, boys.
Sounds good.
Obviously, make sure to get to the game on Tuesday.
Yes.
Tuesday and
FFA Cup
Saturday,
and Saturday.
everyone, let's feel the fucking back end of the
Yeah.
goals once again, like we
Tuesday.
did on
Absolutely. Let's keep that momentum
Tuesday and Saturday. Let's do it all in one
Let's
week.
do it.
bro.
Let's do it, man.
this thing.
Obviously, post-match interviews were there. Shout out to Tate Russell.
Cheers, bro.
I don't know if that one's
I
going to be going up.
actually caught him in the interview after the game, but he caught me off guard. And he had a bit of a buckling situation. You know?
Sir Buckler.
My tongue kept going.
Don't worry, we'll put it on the blooper reel.
If you wanted to put us up, just let us know in the
We'll put it on the
comment section.
blooper reel.
Listen, if you wanted to put it up, I said don't put it up because it was pretty bad. It was pretty
I'll
funny.
make it on the blooper reel.
If not bloopers, if you want it up, let us know in the comment section and we'll put it up. It's in your hands now, all right?
I'm not putting it up,
you.
bro.
Yeah, put it up.
It's in their hands.
good, bro.
Put it up. I don't give a shit, bro. It's not the first time I embarrassed myself. I embarrassed myself again. Who gives a shit? Behind the goals, in the goals, where were the goals?
All right, like, subscribe. You know
And
the
go,
drill.
you know where to
Much
go.
love for all the support.
See you Tuesday and Saturday. Peace.
Peace.